Hi guys, and welcome back for another episode here. I'm so grateful that you found my channel. I'm Erika. I practice and teach Kundalini yoga meditation after experiencing quite the spiritual awakening from having a dedicated practice of only 5 minutes a day. It all started with that. And if you're interested in my journey, you can go back into the channel and find some videos where I talk all about my spiritual awakening and beginning the practice of Kundalini. Gratefully, when I started practicing, I did not Google what Kundalini was. I started by seeing it on my phone and just this deep knowing that I was meant to try to practice this while I was experiencing a lot of anxiety and panic attacks. From there, I tried. I immediately felt blissed out, fell in love, and started practicing every day. It wasn't until a few months later that I actually heard warnings about Kundalini or that it could potentially be dangerous. And in these moments, I really felt grateful that I hadn't Googled it before, because if I read what you see online, I probably never would have tried the practice or would have been super hesitant and honestly really freaked out and scared rather than going into it with a beginner's mind. My journey was meant to start that way because it has helped me so much, and gratefully I've been able to help so many others through the practice. So let's talk about this conversation of, is Kundalini dangerous, or the potential dangers of Kundalini? Kundalini is an energy that lives within all of us at the base of our spine. When we awaken this energy, it is extremely powerful and potent. Our physical body and vessel has to be prepared in order to be able to hold and harness and utilize this energy in the right way. So while starting a Kundalini practice, it is important to take care of your physical body, to eat well, to exercise, to be intuitive with your body and give it what it needs, because you are about to unlock this supercharged energy through the system. From a Kundalini awakening, you can experience awakening symptoms. Some of the symptoms you might experience is pressure or energy sensation at the base of your spine. You might start to feel overwhelmingly grateful, heart open. With that, maybe very emotional or super sensitive. So these are all symptoms you may experience as you embark on your Kundalini practice. Could that be potentially dangerous? Well, I think it's important to understand that everyone's journey is different, and what each of our physical bodies and channels, vessels can hold is different. What I can also say is these experiences where people might feel into experience the dangers of Kundalini, they are quite rare, but I don't want to take away from their experience because it has been really impactful, powerful, and maybe overwhelming to them. So although it's rare to have these really huge experiences that are uncomfortable, it can be possible. And that's why I believe it's really important to have the body primed and ready, taking care of the physical vessel. And most importantly, and this is something I did in my practice, and this is the way that I teach as well, start off small. Start off by tuning in with a mantra and slowly incorporating breath work. For example, there's a really powerful breathwork, breath of fire. This activates our energy, really gets our energy moving and going. And sometimes in Kundalini sets, you'll be asked to do breath of fire in a bunch of different postures. This can awaken energy and you can start to feel overwhelmed. But if you start slow and if you start in a really bite-sized way, the ascension process should be quite gentle and blissful. Gratefully, mine was that way, although I did experience Kundalini symptoms as I started to awaken. However, at the time, I had no idea what I was practicing and didn't even know about Kundalini symptoms. So that's a whole other story. I wasn't sure what they were until, in hindsight, I started to learn more and went for training and truly understood that everything is energy. Our body is energy. We're made up of energy centers, and we can actually feel energy in the physical body, and they can feel like physical symptoms. So in my opinion, overall, is Kundalini dangerous? Kundalini has been a very powerful tool for me to overcome so many challenges in my life, and I'm so grateful that I didn't even know the potential of it being dangerous. Can it potentially be overwhelming to some based on the state of their nervous system? Absolutely. And again, my tips are to start small, take care of your physical vessel. Don't overwhelm yourself. If you're practicing something and you start to feel overwhelmed, listen to your intuition on whether you should continue to move through that or if you should back off and take things a bit more slowly. If you tend to run anxious or just high energy in general, my recommendation would be to stick to a lot of the slow, soothing, parasympathetic inducing meditations rather than the super energizing and stimulating meditations. I hope this was helpful, and as always with everything, I always say, listen to your intuition. If you were guided to Kundalini and you felt really good about starting the practice, but all of a sudden you heard something fearful, try to see, what is your intuition telling you? Are you meant to try this practice because it can be absolutely life-changing? Should you take it slow? Or is it not quite your time to start it? And maybe you need a little bit more time and preparation before. Although many people don't need any preparation at all. In my channel, you will find small, bite-sized breathwork meditations that you can try. My whole journey started with 3 to 5 minutes. And although I did experience some sensations and awakening symptoms, I had what I would describe as a graceful awakening period. So if you feel guided to start the practice, please check out the videos on my channel. You could start nice and slow with 3 to 5 minute meditations. Like I said, if you run high energy, look for some of the more calming ones. And from there, you will soon realize if this practice is meant for you. I always say the practice found me, and I believe we get an invitation to practice this. Not everyone is meant for such a deep, powerful, and potent practice, but some of us and many of us are. And these practices are here to help us through these times that we're living in, to strengthen our nervous system, be able to respond to stress in a really graceful way, and for us to access our highest potential. And our highest potential is a lot of energy. And I think that goes back to why people say it could be dangerous. There is so much to unlock. I'm thinking about a big soda bottle that if you shake it and you open it, it can explode. Or if it's calm and it's centered and we open it slowly, it doesn't explode. So we all have these different experiences based off of where we're coming from. But it's a really powerful and potent practice that helps you to remember the power that's within you. And that power is tremendous. So it's all about coming to the practice, awakening it in a graceful way. And I believe many people can experience the blissful experience of Kundalini yoga and meditation. If you have any other questions on this topic, let me know in the comments. If you want to try any out, you could definitely practice here on my channel or on my app, Evolved by Erika. I have over 600 meditations there, ranging anywhere from 5 minutes to 50 minutes if you really want to go deep. And if you'd like to follow me on other socials, you can find me at incal.xcal on Instagram and TikTok. Thanks so much for being here, and I can't wait to see you next time.